Does it have a story attached to it?
Yeah.
Went to the bathroom. Hey guys, 13 Almighty here.
Corey Salty True Floyd.
Comic Bros, but apparently 13 had a wild night last night. Jesus Christ.
He sat down and boy, is this ass tired. We are the Amerime Junkies.
Fuck you, bitches.
And today we are talking about...
you got fucked.
Comics that can also be movies. Other comics that can also be adapted to the
I hope a
movies.
homeless Portuguese man drags his nuts across your face.
Why a Portuguese man?
I don't get it. That's so random.
Why your mouth is open?
That's so specific.
That's so random.
We don't even have a large Brazilian population in the city. Like, where would he have to go to get that happen?
That's so odd.
All right, back on track.
Wait, before we actually get into the conversation of today, I actually wanted to talk about a lot of chatter this week about Jamie Foxx's offer to play Spawn in the Todd McFarlane directed reboot.
Okay, I mean that falls in line. Spawn was a comic, but
I want to say bullshit.
Yeah,
it's a terrible idea.
I mean, especially when Michael Jai White is available, because he's not doing Black Dynamite right now. I mean, and he is Spawn.
I mean, it's a terrible idea. Like Happy Hour with Bill Cosby.
Like Michael Jai White is in tip-top shape right now. So I mean, I don't know why they would have Jamie Foxx. I'm
sorry,
more star power, but
no, we're good. We're good. Look. The only reason people even associate Jamie Foxx now with action films is because of Tarantino. And that's because Tarantino can damn near put anyone in the action film. That's something he happens to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, the last time Jamie Foxx had his own action film, I think the movie was called Bait.
No, he had an action film with him and T.I. when there was both Dirty Cops. Sleepless or something?
Yeah, and guess what? No one saw it.
Yeah, I ain't see it.
Wait, didn't that just come out like last year?
Yeah.
Further reiterates my point.
Didn't you see it?
No. Jamie Foxx in action doesn't mix. Before that, he did the remake of Miami Vice, where that no one watched.
I seen that. That was good. I like that.
I never know anything.
That was horrible.
Do you even know who Jamie Foxx is?
Of course I know who Jamie Foxx is.
Damn, he's not that.
He's a character in Overwatch, also called Jameson Fox.
There you go.
I'm kidding. I know who Jamie Foxx is. Seriously. There's a character in there called Jameson Fox, and that's fucking shit.
There you go. That's who Jamie Foxx is. He's the character in Overwatch.
Also known as Junkrat.
Oh, that's Junkrat. Yeah, that's not.
But no, didn't he play what fucking name? Spiky Blue.
Oh yeah,
Spiky Blue skin in a SpiderMan movie.
Yeah,
oh
Spider-Man
God,
movie,
that was. All right. What made that situation so
I never
much
need
worse?
to see him.
He ended
with
up being
Mr. Burns haircut.
He ended up being a secondary character. That's what was more damaging to that than anything else. He ended up being a fucking secondary character.
I didn't see that movie, so I don't even know about that Spider-Man.
Oh, real? Wow.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't care. The trailers didn't appease me. I was done with the series, so yeah, I didn't even see that one.
I don't know. It was the second one. Like,
I was done when Uncle Ben had to die.
You know what? The first movie?
Yeah, it's always with the first.
Spider-Man has such a bad fucking look. Like,
movies
are depressing. His fucking movies are depressing.
You know what? A good friend and a fan of ours, Jason Mays, he wrote up this fantasy conversation where Dr. Doom gives all the other intellectuals shit for never actually helping out Peter Parker. Because it was like, despite everything, Peter Parker still struggles just to get his first bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was like, so none of y'all want to take him under the wing?
Shout out to Jason. I agree. Like he Like he hangs around with Tony Stark and Doc Ock and the Lizard and Fantastic Four, Reed Richards. Peter Parker, not Spider-Man, but Peter Parker knows all these people, and yet he still struggles.
It was just like
He don't got his priorities.
He's supposed to be the ultimate underdog.
And he is. He's the ultimate
he is
underdog.
the ultimate underdog,
He
but
won't, he
at
won't
some
stay in
point,
school. He always out fucking class saving shit. Like at some point in time, you're gonna have to study and focus.
sometimes the motherfucker just gotta get mugged.
You might gotta get mugged. You might got a little family die or two. You
But
need
like,
to
there's
these
other
fights.
fucking superheroes out here. I got
Especially in New York.
Especially in New York. Like the whole island, the whole state of New York in itself is
That's how
like superhero hub.
that's how I kind of feel about My Hero Academia, because I'm just like, is this just supposed to be New York on the low? All these fucking heroes in this one area. I was like, okay, I guess.
So like
Low-key, everybody hates New York. That's why New York gets trashed on the name.
New York get trashed on and everything. It don't even gotta be nothing to do with superheroes.
disaster movie.
Yes, alien movies. They just pick on this spot right here.
War movie.
Everything just trashes
It's like
New York.
aliens come, blow up New York.
It's just like
But what about the White House blow up New York?
We'll start at New York, then we'll get to the White
I mean, even in real life, like a couple of years ago, we had a storm. It passes right over Philadelphia and trash New York.
Smack the shit out of New York.
I don't know what's going on there. Like, is it like an epicenter of some magic that we don't know about?
it's the river of gold, the pink ooze.
From Ghostbusters 2? Vigo the Carpathian.
That's what's under New York.
Something. It gotta be something in New York that even the movies and in real life, everything just goes there. Like 13 said, they don't even.
Email from New Yorkers.
What else is new?
I mean, it ain't
New York. We're first off, we're from Philly, so there's automatic beef.
Know what I gotta say to New York niggas? Mix me, dickhead.
But like I said, like it ain't our fault. We just pointing it out that the world for some reason hates New York.
I told you why. It's the river. Ooze. I never saw them drain it. Like, what happened to the river?
Oh, holy shit! Wait a minute, you got a point. Yo,
There's that gold in there, river.
bro.
Yep, they never drained it.
Do you have a better idea than the 2016 Ghostbusters movie?
I like that movie.
Yeah,
That's sad because your idea sounds way better.
I like the movie with the girls. I wish like the original Ghostbusters would have played their parts, but
I wish there was better writing. I wish they had actually let the actresses do what they do best, which is improv, because it was written. I'm sorry, a lot of those jokes completely missed.
Not me. I could have been high, but
You probably were.
I laughed throughout.
I felt like it was like just watching those ladies on Saturday Night Live. They could do better. It was.
Corey, you find little joy in so much.
No, I find joy in a lot. Also know what.
Yeah, hey.
No, and the sad thing is, I'm an avid Ghostbusters fan. I just wanted it to. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, live video was ended on Facebook. Oh well, we're just gonna have to keep on rolling then.
It was the New York niggas. I said, "Mix me, dickhead," so they could do it.
Cause it's live feed, B.
What's up?
Man, fuck Zuckerberg. I'm got some spicy things to talk about with him.
Some spicy, some salty things.
Yeah.
Talk about
All right, but
and Facebook gaming. That's all you got to do.
I'm
throw Corey in a rage.
Yo, we're not gonna get to that. Okay, wait.
Hold on, wait.
The first comic book.
I'm gonna list off 3 things to throw him into a rage.
Don't. Let's get started on the topic at hand.
Wizard World, Facebook gaming, Jai Courtney.
I even noticed I actually had an edge. See? Anyway,
Saw the tree almost killed 13. Y'all ain't see it because the camera shut
I'm
off.
so glad the camera's off. But the first comic, I think, definitely needs to be adapted to the big screen. I know it's not obscure, but technically, since it was one of the last things to be added on to the canon of it all, Batman Beyond. Because it did start because after the show, Paul Dini and them did produce a comic book that was just supposed to be a short series, but now it actually is connected in to the DC continuity of the universe.
Okay.
And I do think that a live action adaptation would really work. I'm thinking if you give the visualizations of Blade Runner,
Right.
Especially Blade Runner 2049, cast Michael Keaton as Old Man Bruce.
Yeah.
I can't see anyone else doing it.
Yeah.
Now, for my Terry McGinnis, I honestly can't figure out a face yet. I can't. For some reason, I see Terry McGinnis as being like this white/Asian kid. I feel like that would. I feel like that's where it would go.
Starting that awful live action Dragon Ball movie.
All right, first
give him a redemption chance.
First off, no. He's redeemed himself by being treated like a bitch on that TV show Shameless. He's
right, so he's good. So what about the kid from Death Note live action? No, you hate him too now. He's on the shit list.
I want to see him do at least one other thing before I see them invest more money into.
I'm with you. I personally can't see who will play Terry McGinnis at this time.
We'll figure it out by the end. We might figure it out by the end of the podcast.
Ask the people to tell y'all.
There you go.
If you guys have a good idea for who would be a good cast for Terry McGinnis, let us know. And it's funny because I write casting podcasts all the time, casting blogs all the time, and I still can't figure this one out. So maybe y'all can help me out.
There you go. Put that in the comments who y'all think will play a decent Terry McGinnis.
And ironically, with Mark Hamill at the ripe, grizzled age he is, they could do a return of the Joker storyline, and Mark Hamill could actually play the old version of Joker in real time.
I would like that, but Mark said he can't. He can't play the Joker no more because it tears at his throat.
Look, they make enough money. They're like, we'll buy you a new one.
We could build you one stronger, better.
We have the technology. But I'd say that man. I'd say that. Yeah, I'd say that man. I'm about to say that man did Heath Ledger's monologue for free in the Joker voice. At least this time he'd actually be getting paid for it.
Right.
And why so serious? Oh my god!
I want to see, see as a TV series on a small screen. Gwenpool as some type of comedy.
Gwenpool.
You know what? I do love Gwenpool, but my only problem is we couldn't even get fucking Deadpool happening. FX.
Yeah, come on. I'm not going to blame all of that on FX. That script that Donald Glover wrote was never going to pass.
But no, I'm sorry. I've watched FX for years. That could have passed. After the shit I've seen on Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, but
what the shit they've done on Archer?
Yeah, but it's not just
Chosen.
That's Marvel too. Marvel is not gonna let that script pass.
That's Fox Marvel. About to say that shit ain't Disney Marvel. Because if it was Disney Marvel, we never would have had the fucking Deadpool movie we got. I'm like, apparently his script is where the line gets drawn. I'm like, is there someone new sitting at the head of programming over at FX? Because it's one of those things where it's like, so we robbed and shot all these people, yeah, but then I accidentally hit this person with our car. Oh my god! It's just like, wait, what? That's what you're bothered by? So
if y'all don't, I don't know how y'all not hear about this shit, but Donald Glover was writing a script for Deadpool.
No,
and
he was the showrunner.
He wrote an amazing script. But in it talked about real world issues that was happening at the time about teachers getting shot and using guns, molestation and rape. It was never gonna pass. Marvel was not having that right now. Maybe like 5-6 years ago when this wasn't happening.
Yeah, when it
but as
wasn't
it's happening right now,
hot
Marvel
topic.
is not letting that. Yeah, that hot topic was not gonna pass. It was not gonna fly, as it didn't.
That's
So-
Give a teacher a gun.
So-
to
so-
this day and
Okay,
Right.
so let me make sure. So Fox Marvel was perfectly fine with pegging, slavery.
Well, slavery was a choice.
I'm sorry.
Well played. Slavery by choice.
I would
Child.
like to, excuse me, as Amerime CEO, I would like to say that is not Amerime's official position.
I'm
on
not
slavery
black.
rights.
Hold on. I got something to say. I'm not black. I'm Kanye.
Okay.
Right.
So
But,
we don't get the fallout.
but-
I don't want to be boycotted. We just got like 8 listeners. Stay listening.
But
Stay listening.
but we just but like they've done a lot, like just with the Deadpool movie they did a lot of fucked up shit, but apparently this is where they draw the line.
Yeah.
When they start talking about real
world,
shit.
Yeah, real world issues.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where they draw the line.
From
at,
the character who breaks the 4th fucking wall.
Yes.
Come, someone's head is seriously too far up their ass over
Yes.
there.
They're scared. They are
Of
scared
what?
right
They're
now.
FX. Literally the first episode of this show that got canceled, The Bastard Executioner, 2 people got decapitated and a boy got raped.
You know why they scared?
And it's off the air.
Because everybody woke. Everybody walking around woke, so they can't make no raw false moves.
Yeah,
Everybody
like-
paying attention.
Like right now, YouTube is like killing gun channels.
Oh, what?
Gun channels ain't promoting violence. They teaching
That-
responsible gun stuff. And YouTube is killing them because America,
That's
because it's scared.
That's because YouTube is a little too Californian. Plus, after that shooting at YouTube headquarters, they're just like, let's get rid of all the gun channels.
Yeah.
Again, the views of the do not reflect American Media's
The
views.
views of I, Corey Salty True Floyd, do not reflect those of American Media Incorporated.
So back
Thank you, YouTube. Don't kill our channel.
so back to Gwenpool. Gwenpool.
Jesus.
I thought they said
Who would you like to see? Do you have any ideas?
I have. You know, I don't know actors. I don't give a fuck.
Actors
So
or
it's
actresses.
your job.
I would.
Right.
I automatically think of Chloe Moretz, aka Hit Girl from the Jackass films.
Yeah, I mean she's not doing that right now.
One, she, outside of acting, she's a very funny individual. She has that sixth sense of humor that would roll into the character very well.
And it's not as sick and fucked up as Deadpool is.
Yeah,
it's a cutesy, more kid friendly.
Gwenpool is actually a lot more kid
It
friendly.
can definitely work as a comedy.
Yeah, it would if Marvel had some. You know what? I could see them starting it with like 1 to 2 minute like snippets,
like
in between.
like CW doing now with their DC animated shorts, their cartoons.
Yeah, like
CWC.
I could see them doing like shorts in between episodes of like Avengers and Guardians on the Disney
Or like
XD.
the Japanese version of Batman.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. But yeah, it's not impossible. So yeah.
Another thing I would like to see. It's not specific, comic or story or anything. I would just like to see it.
No,
I would just like to see it brought back. The different Marvel animators and possibly DC.
You mean new Marvel animes or
The ones they had back in the day were like Blade and Iron Man.
Blade, Iron Man? They did the
X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah.
And we'd like to see more things like that.
Okay. So you'd like to see
Something like
So
that.
they can do shit when they're not pussies.
Oh yeah, like the Marvel version of animes, they was raw.
yeah.
They was raw. They was
You'll definitely get your Punisher and your Deadpool, all that.
Punisher back as an
I
anime.
feel like Japanese Deadpool would be that might be my limit.
Really?
Because think about it. All the crazy
am now
things in
excited.
Japanese culture, and then you add Deadpool.
I am now excited about a Japanese Deadpool.
I'm like,
I want to see some dirty, quiet stuff.
It would be Marvel's version of Happy Tree Friends.
Yes. But again, Marvel is not letting, especially now that Deadpool is becoming iconic through Ryan Reynolds, Marvel is not letting one of their characters go through that type of thing.
right. All right, Comic Boss, what's one of yours?
Well, when we came up with the topic, I was searching high and low. So I had started reading I Kill Giants. And then I realized that it's an actual movie coming out. So, great minds do think alike. That is my stand on that. But yeah.
I'm about to say, I've seen the trailer,
Well,
but
great minds think alike.
But what is
great
it about?
minds think a few steps afterwards. You just missed the curveball.
You're a bastard.
Shots fired. Pow pow.
No, apparently shots missed.
Shots missed.
All of y'all
Oh, baby.
should have been aborted. So, about the comic, I Kill Giants. This little girl named Barbara is a giant killer. So throughout the comic, the comic takes you that everything's only going on in her imagination. That none of this stuff is real.
Okay.
So she plays with pixies and fairies, but no one's ever around when she does this. So it could be for a few reasons where like they're invisible, only she can see them, or they hide when other people come. So no, you're not totally sure that this stuff is actually happening. It's in the bag of shit.
Is it kind of? My brain went to Sucker Punch. Like whenever that in that movie Sucker Punch, whenever Baby danced, we never saw Baby dance.
Right.
We saw some whole other shit.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So she she has this legendary hammer called Kovaleski. And you see, like when you hear the story about it, it makes sense. It was about a Phillies baseball player who wants to destroy the San Francisco Giants. So her hammer destroys giants.
Oh,
it was amazing. So later on,
that's hilarious.
she is rude and abrasive, and she is mean and nasty.
Well, if she kills giants, I mean, the fuck.
So you find out why she kills giants, because her mother has terminal cancer, and the cancer is a giant to her. So even more, it pushes even more that the giants are not actually real. That everything is her mind. She's trying to defeat. So one of her best friends and some bullies was on the beach. A storm comes and a giant happens. An actual giant comes out the water.
So it was all
real.
Okay.
It's all like
real.
This is real. This is happening, folks. So her and the giant gets into the fight, and she defeats the giant. She told the giant, "You're not taking my mother because I'm going to kill you." The giant was like, "I'm not here for your mother. I am here for you." Snatches her and takes her under the water.
Oh, damn.
No,
stop. I don't want to hear anymore. Fuck.
Yeah, so
shit.
It's real. Like the artwork is amazing. It's a really good comic. If y'all want to read it, check it out. I Kill Giants. You could buy the whole 7 issues on Comixology for like $8 right now. So it's good.
Okay.
Like But it's turned into a movie, so no. Even if you don't buy the graphic novel, you could definitely go to the movie. How, like, what limitations they're going to take with it, we never know until the movie actually comes out. But now Hollywood's getting better because people who actually read the comics and are fans of this stuff are making the movies.
Yeah,
not make my own movie.
Not the nigga who's like, all right, let me skim through this one comic. Real
quick.
I think I got an idea.
Let me Snyder it up real quick.
This is a good cover. Hey, is Nerds reading this? Yeah, Nerds reading it. That's what we're gonna make a movie out of.
All right, we're back on live. I'm going through my phone. Hey, everybody. We're gonna try and get things rolling. Well, we're already rolling.
So, what story arcs could we adapt to the movies? Like me and 13 was talking, and I don't know how DC could do it, but they did do something with their universe. But
it's a lot of how when you say DC.
Remember Blackest Night.
All right,
that's really big.
I love Blackest Night.
You would have to be broken up into different parts. One big ass movie.
It can't be one big ass movie. It gotta be like 3 movies.
My problem is you gotta get one thing right first.
I know, of course.
Like,
and that one thing is Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, and the funny thing, and you know what the funny thing is. When Teen Titans Go first came out, I did not appreciate it in any way, shape, or form.
I don't think nobody who liked the original Teen Titans appreciated
it wasn't.
Go.
It wasn't because of that. It was because when they came out, it was immediately after the announcement of the cancellation of Young Justice, and then Young Justice ended on that crazy ass cliffhanger.
Oh my god.
And then it was like, well, now for a new show, Teen Titans Go. So naturally I went in my pocket and threw as many boos as humanly possible.
And picked out the pocket.
I was just like, fuck this.
It was
but it grew on me because when I realized that the show is not meant to be taken seriously.
At all. It made fun of itself.
Yeah, it makes fun of itself a lot.
It's not maybe taken seriously at all. Then you got
and then after that interview with Greg Sipes, I appreciated it.
Shout out to Greg Sipes, man.
I learned to appreciate it a little bit more.
Shout out to Greg Sipes. He was amazing during the interview. He is himself. He is Beast Boy.
He really is.
He's Beast Boy.
No arguments.
That's
no
not
arguments there.
He's not voice acting when he plays Beast Boy. That's really him talking. that really is him being himself. But like Teen Titans Go was a decent comic, and I personally it grew on me. It's funny as hell, and I like it's a major cartoon. But Greg Sipes slipped. He let something slip at the interview.
He did let it slip because now it is a thing.
It is a thing.
It is a thing.
That
Teen Titans are coming back, baby.
The original Teen Titans.
The original Teen Titans show is coming back. Season 6. Yes.
Season 6.
The only thing I don't enjoy about Teen Titans Go is the fact that Beast Boy is a fuckboy.
No, I love that.
He was never a fuckboy in the old show. He was a total fuckboy.
Yeah, look. And young boy be making these little music videos.
Yo, he be going hand. And again,
I don't be catching feelings.
And again, that is Greg Sipes. That's him actually singing. He wrote a lot of songs Beast Boy sings for the show.
That's why when I heard that when we know Lil Yachty plays Green Lantern in the movie. No, the funny thing is I saw the clip of it in the trailer.
Oh yeah,
and I liked him right off the bat.
Yeah,
I was just like, okay,
yeah.
Because it's not Lil Yachty being Lil Yachty. It's just his voice.
Yeah,
it's just his voice on Jon Stewart, which is kind of weird.
So I seen the trailer and you see them walking through Hollywood and they meet the original 4 of them: Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Jon Stewart, Green Lantern. And they are like, yeah, we all have movies too. And Starfire like, what about you? Yeah, we had a movie, but we don't talk about that one. So I'm like, okay, Lil Yachty, okay, you get a pass. I don't know how you got a voice acting, but okay, let's do this.
Look, Lil Yachty is a charismatic.
If he stays in voice acting and doesn't fuck it up, he needs to quit music.
Yes, definitely.
He's a charismatic, profitable young dude. Do I agree with his music? No.
Black
I
exploitation.
I can't really tell you anything he's saying, but I like the way he defended his right to say it a year back with Joe Budden. He for all the quote unquote mumble rappers, he stood his ground the best. So I'll tip my hat to you on that one, sir. But moving along, okay. Here's one of mine. This is a very obscure comic. It's called Ex Machina.
Okay.
Ex Machina. He was a superhero.
Wasn't that also a movie, or was it a different one?
Different one.
Okay.
But yeah. Ex Machina is an interesting phrase that's used a lot. But Ex Machina, it was about the world. The world only had one superhero, and his name was Ex Machina, and he could communicate with machines. After he retired from being a superhero, he became the fucking mayor of New York City. So you get hardcore political drama like The West Wing and House of Cards, and then Superman, technically. I actually picture that running as a TV show, especially with the political aspects that go on in the comic book.
Right.
It gets very House of Cardy, and I could see, I'm thinking about the way Kevin Spacey's character would break the fourth wall and talk to the screen. I could see that happening in Ex Machina. Now the actor I could see playing it, I could see Greg Kinnear.
Okay.
Greg Kinnear or Rob Lowe. Yeah. Like Rob Lowe gets a lot of shit, but Rob Lowe's cool. He could play it.
What other story arcs could we see taking over?
Well,
I still want to see Superior Iron Man in this film, but that's not going to happen.
What?
Superior Iron Man.
Yeah, you have a better chance getting. No, you don't. I don't know. You might have a better chance. You have a better chance of getting Superior Iron Man than I would get of getting Demon in a Bottle.
Yeah.
What's Demon in the Bottle?
Demon in a Bottle is the darkest Iron Man story. It literally just tackles Tony's alcoholism.
Another story I would like to see. House of M.
House of M. Okay.
Shit.
I doubt it could be a movie. Probably a drama series.
I don't know. I'll be as a show. It would have to line up with like FX's Legion, which is a damn good show.
Yeah, Legion. That's another one that was really good.
And you have to watch the first season twice because you miss a lot with the multiple personalities and you got to go. It's like fucking Memento.
If you don't know who Legion is, that is Charles Xavier's son. A triple-A mutant. He's like one of the strongest mutants out there.
Only problem is he's got one too many people in his head.
Yeah, a lot of people in his head. He's a nut job that could bend reality to his whim.
Yeah, if he can only control himself.
There you go.
Like that.
Hence the word. The word Legion, because it's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's actually a really good storyline.
The comics is good too.
Yeah.
I'm reading the new ones right now.
Okay.
What about the Fantastic Four when they come back?
Okay, fantastic. All right.
Because Marvel is remaking a comic right now as we speak.
Okay. Here's my idea for Fantastic Four. I want to personally skip their intros. I don't want another movie where they do an origin story.
And I think Marvel has a hand on that one because they didn't do with Peter Parker.
Because they are all right. I want from The Walking Dead. I would like to see Abraham Lincoln play Mr. Fantastic.
Oh yeah. Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
Yeah, Rick. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I guess I should have added that part.
Yeah.
Y'all was just like.
For a quick second, I like who? Yeah, but I know who he is. I was thinking John Krasinski play Reed Richards.
My only problem is John Krasinski. He still looks too young. Technically, Tony Stark. They've never discussed his age in the movies,
Right.
but technically, Tony Stark is supposed to be in his mid-30s, but that Robert Downey Jr. is closer to 50.
Right.
But Reed Richards is 40 plus right off the bat, and Krasinski doesn't look it. He just
They could put the grades
but then again, Abraham Lincoln, he is in that age range. He has when he's clean, he has the natural cut for it.
Yeah.
Throw a little bit of those gray pieces on the side, and he's good to go. Now, if you wanted to dish out the money for star power, and like a bigger star than Abraham Lincoln, I would say George Clooney.
For Reed Richards?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be the weird thing. I want to do the CGI motion capture thing again for the thing, but I have two ideas on who would be the voice. Jeffrey D. Morgan, aka Negan, or Vince Vaughn. You get that shit talking, smart aleck, good quips. I feel and after I just saw a movie Vince Vaughn did last year. He played this ex-con. He was borderline fucking scary, but I liked it. I think he could actually pull that off. Human Torch. I don't know.
I would like to see Christopher Judge voice for the thing. Christopher Judge is the guy who played Kratos in God of War. That
Boy.
deep voice, yeah, that deep voice will probably. I think that'll be good for the.
I gotta hear it. I gotta hear. I don't see a rough New York accent coming from that, because you get like you got like I'd have to hear his New York accent. Then we can negotiate. I've heard Vince Vaughn's, and I've heard Jeffrey D. Morgan's.
Right.
I've heard both. So, how about OG Kratos, T.C. Carson?
Yeah.
Everybody won't forget about that. Everybody won't forget when there was a brother voice in Kratos.
Yeah, Christopher Judge is a brother. The guy's a brother now.
Yeah, and it's always the same. Black actors always get replaced by another black actor.
I was just thinking. This goes back to SpiderMan.
Oh God,
There's nothing to do with. It's not Peter's origins. No, nothing that. It was a movie, but it's a movie about Peter, and it's also about Miles Morales. Now he has to take up the name. The Ultimate Spider-Man, when he died, that whole segment when he had to go back, like literally the worst day ever, and then how it ties into how Miles Morales now has to step up.
Okay, well, I think we're actually going to get a sense of that in the animated movie.
Yeah,
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Spider-Verse.
So,
because it was that moment when you realize that he is the underdog, but he's holding back so much. Holding in so much at the same time.
So speaking of Infinity War, right?
What God that forever?
A lot of people died. So they say.
That's putting it lightly.
That's putting it lightly.
But we know that they didn't die. But what if they did?
Charles.
R.R. Martin came and pissed on the script.
But what if they did die?
Got to say the they know.
I know they didn't. We know.
Yeah.
Nerd know they're in the Soul Stone. But what if they did die? Right? Who could take over for these people? So like T'Challa, it would have to be Shuri. There's no more Peter Parker. That means they would have to introduce Miles Morales.
But the problem is there's a kind of a gap there.
There's no more
because one right now no one knows that Peter's even fucking dead. like that.
But Miles could be there because his best friend is already there. Ned. The new Guardians of the Galaxy could be the Reavers. Sylvester Stallone and them, his team.
No, they're. About to say. I like where you're.
How we gonna have a Black Panther without the heart shape?
Unless did they not burn them all?
They got burnt.
They burnt them all except for
the
one.
last one was given back to T'Challa.
Shuri had the technology to build a Black Panther suit. I mean, she may not have her brother's special skills, but she could definitely.
I don't know. I'm about to say she's a really smart cookie. Hey, if you're watching, if you guys are watching, feel free to hop in this conversation.
No one cares about Vision.
Sharing your timeline.
No one cares. He died twice.
New Gods is gonna be dope. New Gods. I'm sorry, Charles L says New Gods is gonna be dope. I'm thinking about what American Gods.
New Gods are DC.
Oh,
New
Gods
exploded, and then he got his skull caved in. He's the only person that died. Like. You saw the life fade from his mechanical body.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. It was hard for me to feel bad for anyone else. Vision got it the worst.
Like, legit.
Nigga died twice.
When his dead body was on screen, I thought there was a glitch in the camera. Because, like, how you going from these beautiful tones to just, like, black and white?
That nigga blew up.
New Gods.
Okay.
Dark Side of No.
Okay.
Those are New Gods. The New Gods are going to be dope. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but yeah, New Gods are going to be dope.
Yeah, but yeah, fucking Vision blew up and Thanos was like, take that, rewind back.
I was gonna get that clip.
That's it. So some characters can stay dead. Vision can stay dead because no one cares about Vision. No one cares about Scarlet Witch.
I like the story they were trying to weave for Vision.
That's another thing.
But there's no more story for Vision.
They went out as
I'm a Pinocchio.
Paul Bettany is done for Vision. Vision is done. Vision's not. He can't come back.
They went out.
They can rebuild him.
That shit was heartbreaking.
They can rebuild him after the second movie if they get the Mind Stone back because he's just the Mind Stone and vibranium, so they can't rebuild him. But I don't see.
He's the Mind Stone, vibranium, several AIs plus Jarvis.
Yeah.
Yo, the funniest.
And I want to know why is Tony yet to ever try to rebuild Jarvis?
He doesn't need to.
He got a new one now. He got a female.
It's not even new. He just already had. He's had so many other AIs just sitting around. He popped her in. It's Friday. And it's Friday. And the Friday comes from one of Joss Whedon's favorite movies, His Girl Friday, which is an old 1940s black and white. It was hilariously written, good time and good quips, which reflects on how Joss Whedon writes his stuff today. History lesson.
There you go. Cat will have to stay Cat because both people who will take the mantle are gone.
Yeah, but that's one of the reasons how you know they'll be back.
Yeah.
Well, no, wait, the Falcon died? Yeah, Falcon did die.
Yeah, he was the first.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I was just counting off how many black people were going. I was just like,
Falcon and T'Challa?
No, Falcon, T'Challa, and then I was just, at first I thought M'Baku was about to go too.
Oh yeah,
I was like, no.
Nah,
but
the Jabbar was too strong for that.
You can do strong.
It would have cleaned take like
the female director from okay thanks Charles.
He would have started fading away and he would have just go ho, 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 ho. You see that shit piece right back together.
The female director from Wrinkle in Time is doing the New Gods. Okay, it should be good. It should be.
Ava DuVernay doing New Gods.
But here's my problem. I don't trust any DC movie. They've literally you've given me nothing to trust.
I do.
That's because you blindly trust them. And that's okay. You can do that. You're entitled to it.
I like Justice League. Batman vs Superman was too soon, and they rushed it out, so the story sucked. But
same thing with Justice League.
Justice League was good. It was good. It wasn't amazing. It was good.
Why the fuck you lying?
I liked it.
Why are you lying? 13. Oh my god, he's fucking lying.
It was good. Chris, was Justice League good to you? Did you like it?
The movie was shit.
It was not shit.
It was shit.
I'm going to disagree.
Give me five. You got 5 seconds. Who's the bad guy?
Game.
Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't matter. It sucked.
The mother box.
No, that wasn't.
I know. Steppenwolf. Like,
this nigga had the loading screen. He's like,
Jesus Christ. and I like Steppenwolf.
Yeah, that was. Who the fuck was Steppenwolf?
I don't know who Steppenwolf was.
He was so one-dimensional. He was he was just as relevant as the Dark Elf in Thor: The Dark World.
Steppenwolf was trying to be who Thanos was.
No,
he was.
Because here's the problem:
he was smart and calculating, but he wasn't as captivating as Thanos.
He was absolutely forgettable. He was like. Somehow both characters are completely CGI, but one felt more robotic than the other because he literally had no character development. Sometimes I really feel like when I watch DC movies, they throw so much shit to the wall and just pray to God it sticks. Suicide Squad was such a neon colored clusterfuck.
I agree.
Like look at it this way. Though, like DC was doing so bad that they were like, well, we're still making money. It's all good. Then Justice League happened, and they were just like, oh,
yeah. They pushed back Wonder Woman, a bunch of other things they had going.
And that's why when everyone's like, Wonder Woman's the best DC movie, I was like, that's a low bar. I was like, it's a low bar. That's like saying Dr. J in the 70s was the best basketball dunker. Okay, here's mine. Here's mine. I'm kind of cheating with this one, so get ready to call me out. There is a comic book, but it also is a cartoon. Rick and Morty. I would like to see
as a movie
or a one-time hour-long live-action special on Adult Swim.
Yeah, we're still debating on if we're getting the next season.
I know.
That shit's never coming.
I know.
Fuck our dreams.
All right, but
fuck what makes the people.
It's not never.
But hear me out.
Yeah,
now I have two choices, and just because it's the world of Rick and Morty, you can actually do both. You could do Christopher Lloyd and William Dafoe. They could be two different Ricks. One could be an evil Rick.
True.
Throw just amount of makeup on both. They could both look like Ricks.
And bitch ass Michael Cera.
Fuck him. No. I'm going with Eggsy from the Kingsman movies. Taylor Egerton, because he actually did a show on the CW that didn't do too well, where he showed his comedic side. He was actually funny. The show was just poorly written and a terrible story to begin with. For summer, I have Anna Kendrick from the Pitch Perfect series, and the folks who fans believe will be a great Squirrel Girl. For Beth, I actually have Ellie Kemper. She's from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt from Netflix. Okay, yeah. And as my fifth man, Bird Person. I'm gonna say his name, and you're not gonna argue it, because everything else I've said is up to arguing. Nicolas Cage.
That's Bird Person.
Bird Person. We've activated the beacon.
Yeah, I'll give Nicolas Cage for Bird Person.
Come on, it's fucking Nicolas Cage. Look at how obscene.
You forgot one person, the most important member of the family.
Mr. Poopy Butthole.
I was talking about Jerry. Jerry is Michael Burns, the person in the
No,
family.
he's not. You can get any basic.
But you know what? But you know what though? Actually, just because the voice behind Jerry is actually a very funny actor, Chris Parnell. You could actually just literally throw him in as actual Jerry. I could not see anyone actually trying to pull off Jerry the way he could deliver it. I remember this guy from Saturday Night Live. I remember him from his many segments on 30 Rock on the Sunset, 30 Rock with Tina Fey. So I believe he will be the perfect person to deliver that. Okay, all right, Charles. All right, hold on. I'm sorry, Charles. Let me get the. They rushed it. Could have been done way better. Steppenwolf is Darkseid's uncle. Character development is the biggest problem with DC movies. DC did very well with the Dark Knight movies. Anything with Batman on it does well. When it comes to speaking about DC movies, right now we're going to speak about the DCEU. Because anything with Batman always does well by default because it's fucking Batman. Even Batman and Robin, which is a absolute horrible film, still was a financial success.
Those first few Batman was bad.
Yeah, Batman movie, using Batman as defense is like in remember Coming to America, Muhammad Ali. Yeah. Every time we start talking about boxing, Batman got pulled. Muhammad Ali had his ass.
Muhammad Ali.
No, Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, Rocky Marciano. Every time I talk about some white man got pulled over, Rocky Marciano had his ass.
Rocky Marciano. But yeah,
But Christopher Nolan Batman was amazing.
That's because Christopher Nolan is a amazing director and writer. So every
Ben Affleck Batman is good.
I like Ben Affleck's Batman. My problem is how the studio has treated Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Because they really for one of the best things out of Batman versus Superman, they treat him like he was the shittiest thing in there, which was Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And it's not because and it's because the main reason Lex Luthor was so shitty is because I understand where they did it. I understand why they did it, but the delivery was just absolutely gut-wrenchingly horrible. Where the comic book version of Lex Luthor is actually spot on for today's modern media diaspora.
Yeah.
Literally, with Agent Orange in the White House. I'm like, Lex Luthor would be perfect.
Lex Luthor would be perfect right now.
I'm sorry. Let's see. DC did very well. Oh, yeah. The Superman movie with General Zod was actually good. Yeah, it was okay. I had no real problem with Man of Steel.
I had a problem with Man of Steel.
I had a problem with General Zod.
Killed General Zod. That was my problem with Man of Steel.
I don't mind that because in a type of world like that, General Zod couldn't live. But my problem was Michael Shannon also came off way too robotic even for General Zod. I will find him. I will find him. I will fight. It's like I heard you, bruh.
And that gets back to one of DC problem, which is character development.
I like, and the funny thing is, like Gal Gadot, she looks like a great Wonder Woman. Yeah. Like to see a little bit more character from her because she looks the role perfectly. Acting, let's be honest, it's not the best. It's not.
She is a good Wonder Woman. Who would you rather see play Wonder Woman other than Gal Gadot?
It would have to be someone just as obscure as she was before she was announced as Wonder Woman. Because other than that, all we knew her from was the pretty girl in the Fast and Furious series.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where I'm just like,
thank you for the laughs, whoever that was.
It's like I don't mean to be mean, but that's just how I feel. It was like I didn't hear people ringing out her name before she was announced Wonder Woman. So
that is our time for today.
Oh man,
yeah, we done. We got this bitch.
So long, farewell to you, my friend.
I don't know about all that shit, but this is not fucking Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
So put down in the comments who would you like to see play Terry McGinnis?
Terry McGinnis. Also, I still had. I might do a little bit of writing this week because I still had a few more comic book ideas that sadly we didn't get across to today. That's life, but We didn't get to everything, but I damn sure had a good time trying to get there. Want to thank everyone for tuning in live on Facebook today.
We appreciate you, motherfuckers.
If you guys want to hear it again, and maybe we missed something because a lot of you guys tuned in during the mid section, be sure to download our podcast, Amerime Junkies. We're available across the spectrum, from Podbean to Spotify to iTunes,
Google TuneIn, Stitcher,
Plus, Stitcher, and all that. Be sure to visit AmerimeMedia.com. We always have something going on there as well. Our merch site is doing pretty well. We're actually trying to think about rolling some new things out for the summer. Until then, this is Corey Salter, True Floyd,
Comic Boss,
13 the Almighty.
We love y'all.
Fuck y'all.
Bye bye.